So I've been seeing this video or different images online of a bee suit that has a window. So if you've ever done bees, trying to look through the screen netting of a suit like this is really hard. Let me put this on. So when you're trying to look through this netting that's on the front here, it's really hard to see because you're sitting here looking at these frames that are full of brood and larvae and eggs, and you're looking down trying to shine light in, but this netting just gets in the way. It makes it really hard to see any tiny eggs that are down there. And so I've seen some pictures online and recently a product online that helps fix this problem. It makes a window in this screen to make it so you can see clearly through it. So I went looking online to see, how much would it cost to buy something like that, and I found one site that might sell it, and they ever sell it for $40, and I'm like, that just seems like too much for what it is. So I decided I was going to try and make my own, and this is what I've come up with. It's simply a window screen that I'll put like this, and then I have some TPU filament, and the idea is that I've put a groove here that I will basically put over the fabric, and then I'll press this down in to lock it in place, and then I'll do the same thing on the outside with a piece of maybe saran wrap or clear plastic. So that's what we're going to try. Let's see how it turns out. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. What we need to do is we need to stick this screen material right here. Maybe I'll tip this up a bit. We need to place it right here in the middle of this veil. And then, so I'll move that to the inside. And the general idea that I had was we simply need to do similar to what you do with a window screen, and that is sandwich this in between the fabric and the rail. So let's try that. So what we're doing is we're laying this along there. So we're gonna see if my fingers can handle that. Not quite centered and not quite high enough, so we need to both put it higher and center it. So let me try this and I'll give you an update. So I had a bit of a change of heart. What I decided to change to, because I think it might help me center it better, is to, instead of going all at once, I'm going to use these 4 little pieces to put on each side, and then I'll fill in the gaps. So let's see how that goes instead. I have also found using so we're going to try and push it in the center, using a pair of pliers just to help get it seated initially is helpful. Looks centered. Yeah. Other than it looks doable. I'm trying to look to see if that looks straight. Looks like it might be a little bit crooked. So try that again. Maybe my camera's crooked. There we go. Do that again. Looks like it could be just slightly. All right. So this is what I have. Stick it on again. It might be still a little bit crooked, but I can see through it pretty well. My plan next is to super glue this in, and then I'm going to cut out the inner screen, and then after that we'll do the other side. So what we have is our screen material, and what we're going to do is we're just going to lay down a little bit of glue, try and get this so it won't pop out in the future. Unfortunately, I don't want to glue everything. Alright, so now next is to wait for it to cure. So it's mostly dry. I got a little impatient, sprayed up some water. I don't know if that improved it or not. It kind of bubbled it. Either way, I'm going to go forward with cutting it out. So we're just going to use a razor blade here. Maybe. So a few parts I need to clean up, but all right, I'm seeing pretty good through that. Yeah, like I said, there's some pieces I need to clean up, but I think that will work. I got near to the end, but what's happening with the saran wrap is become very, very what? Sensitive. It cuts too easy. So it's cutting on this slit. So I probably need a stronger piece of plastic. So go looking around the house for something a little bit stronger. Yep. Finding some other plastic. It's thicker, not as what? Easily ripped as saran wrap. So here's the finished product. Let me put this on. It's not purely see-through. There is a little bit of a glare, but I can see detail very well. So it seems like it's a success. I gotta trim off some excess plastic in there, but otherwise, I think it's gonna work. I'm happy with it. So I'll let you know. I'm gonna go out in my bee yard, try it out, and let you know if I can see the eggs like I want to. Thanks. So I wanted to show just the pieces I used. So this is the end product right here. You can see that. What I used is simply I 3D printed this piece. Actually 3D printed two of them, but you could do it in one. And then just basically mash some TPU filament in so that it held in place both the plastic and the knitting. So just some flexible filament, and then I just went and cleaned some random plastic. I think this is probably some cellophane. Something that's clear enough that you can see through well. What I made wasn't perfect, but it's much better than it was. So hopefully you like it. So I just want to conclude this video to just report back how it worked. Hopefully it worked really well. I was able to see the eggs. I was able to see what I was looking at. Nothing getting in the way. So I'd highly recommend this project. It only took half hour aside from print time, and then materials were less than $1. So if you're looking for a way to upgrade your bee bill for less than $1, maybe be able to see those eggs, I'd totally do it.